शम्भो शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय।
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 साम्ब सदा शिव 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 नमः शिवाय।
कैलासवासा नमः शिवाय।
कैलासवासा नमः शिवाय।
कैलासवासा नमः शिवाय।
कैलासवासा नमः शिवाय।
उमा महेश्वर नमः शिवाय।
उमा महेश्वर नमः शिवाय।
उमा महेश्वर नमः शिवाय।
उमा महेश्वर नमः शिवाय।
शम्भो शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय।
शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय।
शिव शङ्कर नमः शिवाय।
शिव शङ्कर नमः शिवाय।
शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिव शङ्कर नमः शिवाय।
शिव शङ्कर नमः शिवाय।
शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय।
शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय।
शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय।
शम्भो शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय।
शम्भो शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो शङ्कर नमः शिवाय।
शम्भो
शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भाय।
शम्भो शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो
शंकर सुवन भवानी, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन गाई जगवंदन गाई मोदक प्रिया मुधा मंगलदाता विद्यावारी विभूति विदाता। मोदक प्रिया मुधा मंगलदाता विद्यावारी विभूति विदाता। शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन गाई जगवंदन गाई सिद्धि सदन गज वदन विनायक कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सबलायक। सिद्धि सदन गज वदन विनायक कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सबलायक। शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन गाई नंदन गाई मांगत तुलसीदास कर जोदत बसहि राम सिया मानस मोरे। मांगत तुलसीदास कर जोदत बसहि राम सिया मानस मोरे। शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन गाई गणपति जगवंदन गाई पाप कतत फल छिन्न में, कोटि का पाप सतत फल छिन्न में जो कृपा करे, जो कृपा करे। हरि सो भारे की महिमा, हरि सो भारे वेद पुराण सबहि विचारे, वेद पुराण सबहि विचारे। ब्रह्मा व्यास रटत फल छिन्न, ब्रह्मा व्यास रटत फल छिन्न। जो गुरु कृपा करे, जो गुरु कृपा करे। कोटि कपाप कतत कपाप कतत फल छिन्न में जो गुरु कृपा करे। देरे देनो सरस्वतीयै नमः। ॐ ऐं सरस्वतीयै नमः। ॐ ऐं सरस्वतीयै नमः। वर सरस्वती समा, वर सरस्वती समागत हो, वर सरस्वती समागत हो, वर सरस्वती समागत हो, वर सरस्वती समागत हो, वर सरस्वती समागत हो। विद्यादके सरस निरसन, विद्यादके सरस निरसन। सब जगत को दीजे गुनी जन को, सब जगत को दीजे गुनी जन को। वर सरस्वती समागत हो, वर सरस्वती। राग ठात और ताल सरस है, राग ठात और ताल सरस है। बचतरी के बचतरी के अपनी कर सरस्वती Sit up straight. Make the spine, neck and head in one vertical straight line. Take a few deep breaths. Observe how the breath is flowing in and out. Consciously make the exhalation longer than the inhalation. Practice this for a few minutes. Now consciously withdraw the mind from all thoughts and distractions and focus the mind at the point between the eyebrows. Train your mind to rest at this point. And for a few minutes, let go of all thoughts and distractions, keeping the mind focused on the third eye. And practice silence, silence of the mind. To the extent that you're able to reduce the agitation in the mind, that's the extent to which you will experience Shanti, peace. To help you in this process, use a mantra. If you don't have a mantra, use Om. Mentally, continuously, keep the mind on the mantra. This helps to reduce the agitation in your mind, reduce the mind from thinking about all things that are irrelevant at this moment. So keep it the mantra. Om. Om. We'll do this for a few minutes, then we'll continue our meditation with chanting. जय गणेश पाहि मां श्री गणेश रक्ष मां जय गणेश पाहि मां श्री गणेश रक्ष मां जय गणेश पाहि मां जय गणेश श्री गणेश रक्ष मां शरवण भव पाहि मां सुब्रह्मण्य रक्ष मां जय सरस्वती पाहि मां श्री सरस्वती रक्ष मां जय सरस्वती पाहि मां श्री सरस्वती रक्ष मां जय गुरु शिव गुरु हरे गुरु राम जगद्गुरु परम गुरु सद्गुरु श्याम ओम आदि गुरु अद्वैत गुरु आनंद गुरु ओम चिद गुरु चिद्गण गुरु चिन्माया गुरु ओम ओम आदि गुरु अद्वैत गुरु आनंद गुरु ओम चिद गुरु चिद्गण गुरु चिन्मय गुरु ओम हरे रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे हरे रामा हरे रामा राम राम Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Sadgurunataya. Om Namo Bhagavate Shivanandaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Sadgurunataya. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Om Namah Shivaya. ni sa ga ma pa ni sa sa ni dha pa ma pa ga ma ga re sa ni sa ga ma pa ga ma ga re sa राम नाम की लूट है, लूट सके तो लूट, अंत समय पछताएगा जब प्राण जाए छूट। बजो रे भाई राम गोविंद जोरे भाई राम गोविंद हरि, जोरे भाई राम गोविंद हरि, जोरे भाई राम गोविंद हरि। जप तप साधन कछ नहीं लागत, जप तप साधन कछ नहीं लागत, कर छत नहीं दमरी। बजो रे भाई राम गोविंद हरि, बजो रे भाई राम गोविंद। संतति संपत्ति सुख के कारण, संतति संपत्ति सुख के कारण, जास्या भूल परी। संतति संपत्ति सुख के कारण, जास्या भूल परी, जास्या भूल परी। जोरे भाई राम गोविंद हरि, जोरे भाई राम गोविंद कहत कबीरा राम नहीं जामुख, कहत कबीरा राम नहीं जामुख, तामुख भूलि। बजो रे भाई राम गोविंद हरि, बजो रे भाई राम गोविंद श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम, श्री राम जय 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 राम, श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम। Namah Shivaya. Om 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 Namah Om Shanti. If there is one thing that you can think about that all beings want, it is to be happy. Even plants want to be happy. Animals want to be happy. Insects want to be happy. Human beings want to be happy. Doesn't matter your nationality, your color, your race, what religion you belong to. The common aspiration and desire is to be happy. But the problem is happinesses. They could feel it. A child knows when the child is happy. smiling, laughing, playing. People are happy also, and they are pleasant, cheerful. But society and whatever we are exposed to conditions us to feel that happiness comes from pleasure. Nobody ever tell you that happiness comes from peace. Peace comes from peace of mind. So because we are conditioned that happiness comes from pleasure, we spend all our life, every moment, trying to get the means for more and more pleasure. For you to have more pleasure, you have to have the means. More money, more this, more that, better car, yacht, and so on and on and on. And you have to have all the different substances to make you happy. The rishis, the yogis, the wise people, enlightened people, the gurus, enlightened gurus will try to impress on you that happiness comes from peace. Peace comes from peace of mind. Observe, even your own self. Everything you're doing is to fragment the mind more, man. To get pieces of mind instead of peace of mind. The more pleasure you have, the farther it seems as if this happiness is running away from you. Because as you continue to indulge in the pleasure, more and more you become dependent, addicted, enslaved. And to you, I'm happy, I have all the means to be happy. Habitually, we think they will sell you the idea that happiness comes from a pill. You just pop this pill and you're happy. Or you smoke your way to nirvana. Snorting all kind of white powder and so on. Now I understand that they color the powder pink and so on. I don't know. But that's how we are conditioned. How to get the mind peaceful. They will tell you pop a pill, smoke a joint or two, and snort this and that and that. You calm the mind, you get the mind quiet. Of course it will be. The scripture even tell you that. Chemical means. But it warned you that once you go that path, you're going to become enslaved, addicted. So a person with right discrimination will follow the natural way, which is yoga. In this day and age, when people hear yoga, they are thinking about all different ways of contorting the body or get involved in gymnastics and this yoga and that yoga, rope yoga and goat yoga and so on and on and on. When in truth, all you're involved in is just the very, very, very surface of what the yoga is, man. And then you hear about yoga is uniting this thing with that thing and that thing and that. Yoga is not uniting anything with it. It's to become aware of your divinity. You are divine. And you don't have to improve divinity. You don't have to develop divinity. Divine is divine, pure consciousness, perfect. All you have to do is unveil it, man. You're covered with all kind of veils. Veils of ignorance, egoism, attachment, aversion, illusion, delusion, superstition. All of these are veils that shroud who you are, that you are divine. Even to affirm that I am divine, some people get so terrified to even think about it, that I am divine. God is going to smite me for even thinking about that I am divine. But any enlightened being, person, yogis, rishis, that's the first thing they'll try to impress on you, that you are divine. This divinity, who you are, is functioning through these three bodies: physical body, astral body, causal body. But these are just vehicles, it's not you. But the art and science of how to unveil all this covering is called yoga. In the very beginning, you are interested in yoga for health reasons. I got interested in yoga for health reasons. I was 22 years old, classified as a medicated incurable. The doctors and all these so people tell me I can't be cured. I have to be on medication all the time, no matter how simple the problem is. I even asked the doctor, do I have to take this pill all my life? Yes. The moment I got introduced to yoga, man, my whole life changed. I knew it was the truth. I didn't have to go to this seminar, that seminar to be convinced that this is the truth. From that moment, I started to put in practice what these wise people say to do. I had no need for the medication. At this time, I'm a physician. Okay. Ask me all these questions. You have this, you have that, you have that. No, 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 no. What kind of medication do you take? I don't take any medication. What's wrong with you? Something must be terribly wrong with you. You don't take medication. That's why? If the guidance that they're getting creates so much more confusion. So it's a fit place to start, okay? You want to do yoga for proper health, and how to maintain it. It's very simple. It's not so complicated as people make it, man. Because they want to form their own cult. With any little twist and this and that, it's a different kind of yoga. My guru summarized this so very nicely. Proper exercise, proper breathing, proper relaxation, proper diet, positive thinking. Say proper exercise. Get involved in a system like the Sampoorna approach to this exercise. It's holistic. It addresses every system in your body, not just the muscular system or nervous system. It's 11 main systems in your body. All of it needs to be toned up, purified, strengthened, and so on. Then you'll experience good health. The astral body, made up of your prana, the energy system. You hear about chakras and so on. The astral body. Your senses, your mind, your intellect, emotions, all of that in the astral body. You need to also address those. Even your system of exercising, all of that needs to be addressed. That's why in the Sampoorna system, at the end of the class, you feel recharged, refreshed, revitalized. You feel happy. Proper breathing. Since when have you been breathing? From the time you were born, from the time you came out of the mother's womb. On your bum. Yeah! Okay. No. Alive, awake. But as you go on through life, you get exposed to all kinds of conflicting instructions and guidance. In the school, they tell you, breathe deep, but that's how you're conditioned, because even the teachers don't know what proper breathing is. And they even teach you to breathe through your mouth. Pregnancy and so on, that's how. You go to the yogis, they'll teach you how to breathe properly, man. They have to ventilate the lungs, ventilate the body. Saturated with prana, with energy, oxygen. Like a washing machine, you churn up the lungs, all stale, stagnant air. You can eliminate it. You feel alive, awake. Of course, later on, you're involved in advanced techniques of pranayama, which helps very, very much to awaken more and more the Shakti in you. Kundalini Shakti. But there are other kinds of Shakti. Manas Shakti, Prana Shakti, Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti. Most important, Jnana Shakti. Knowledge is energy, is prana, is power. So you learn about these things. Your practice and study and practice of yoga should bring you more and more aware of all these different aspects of your being. This is why Sampoorna Yoga means complete, full. Because you're not just a physical being or an emotional being, mental being, intellectual being. Most important, you are a spiritual being. That's who you are. You're the spirit, the soul, the Atman. That's who you are. It's not that you possess a spirit and a soul and this and that. You are that. So in order to approach this process, this science and art of experiencing who you are, elevating your consciousness, it's called yoga. And approach here is called Sampoorna Yoga. And this is in harmony with all the great masters from ancient time. Vyas, the great Rishi, coming down all the way to Shankaracharya, down and down to Master Shivananda. I mean, there are so many other lineage, but I'm telling you about our lineage. It's not a mishmash of this thing and that thing and that thing. Creating more and more confusion in you. Even the hot asana practice, man, there is so much of confusion. And that's just on the very surface of how to do asana practice. So Master Shivananda encouraged this integrated system and practice. Hatha Yoga, Raja Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Anada Yoga. Because of copyright problems, I can't use the word Shivananda Yoga, I can't use the word Integral Yoga, I can't use Siddha Yoga, and so on and on. So one Swami from my Guru's Sadguru Ashram, Shivananda Ashram, said, Hariji, don't worry, you are teaching and practicing Sampoorna Yoga. Call it Sampoorna Yoga. And that made so much sense to me, man. But all my life, that's all I've been doing. At the age of 30, I retired from the world. At the age of 22, I got introduced to yoga. Practicing for 8 years, I got back all my health, all my youthfulness, yearned for more knowledge. I met my Guru, 1975. I retired from the world, man. Even though I had 4 kids and so on, my wife was so happy that I was drawn so much to the spiritual path, deeper practices. There was absolutely no conflict. Both of us, that's what we aspired for. So at the age of 30, I prepare myself, I get the means, economic, financial means, which I worked for, both of us. We never waste our money in all kind of nonsense, man. Never go to this restaurant or this club and that club and nothing like that. My wife was such an amazingly simple person. Even jewels she's not attracted to. Or this fashion and that fashion. Was she depriving herself? No. She lived a very simple life. I live a very simple life. So at the age of 30, me and my family retired to my Guru's ashram. He invited me. Swami Vishnudevanandaji. An amazing person. Doesn't matter what this person say and that person say, all kind of nonsense. I know him. I live with him. And during that time, I had the blessing of being with Swaminatha Brahmananda ji. I lived with him for 7 years. I immersed myself in the deeper aspect of yoga, study and practice. And I continued, when my music guru went back to India, I continued studying with him. I would go to India every year, continue my studies with him until he passed away. I was blessed with that. My mother, from the time I can remember, I know she was all the time singing, chanting, singing. She even played the dholak. When people have wedding or religious ceremony, they invite her. She plays the dholak. So Tala rhythm and melody is encoded in my genes, man. When I met my music guru, formally I started to study music as a science for enlightenment. It's called Nada Yoga, yoga of divine vibration. Every time I chant or sing or tune goes on in my mind, always with that gratitude, that love. It's so disgusting when students, they learn from you, then they go and think, parading as if they are guru, and for them to feel exalted, talk bad about their guru, or don't even mention them, the guru that nurture them. 5, 6 years like that. How can such a person evolve spiritually, man? Living in this ungratefulness. I'm telling you about myself. Singing, chanting is very, 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 very effective to help you to raise your consciousness, to create that kind of vibration in your body and mind, to uplift you to higher and higher level. You can't be lifting yourself up, it doesn't matter what chanting and this and that, if your mind is thinking negatively about your guru, man. Don't have that gratitude. With myself, I think of my guru with love, gratitude. That accelerates my evolution, my experience of divine vibration. Something to contemplate, to think about. So Hatha Yoga, my experience for me, growing up in a traditional Hindu family. My parents were both of them illiterate people, never went to school one day. There was no school available for them. The British brought my grandparents as slaves. They didn't tell them that you're going to, I want you to be my slave. But the condition in which they created in India, millions of people, man, they enslaved them. Keep them in that state of poverty, degradation. Or so, to even get some food to eat. So when these people promise them, go not too far from here, you go and it's very easy, you work, sift sugar, and you come back like Maharaja, very wealthy, just to get them in the boat. Look how many months in that boat, how many people died and so. When they reach Guyana and different Guyana, my grandparents used to tell me how when they look all the jungle they have to work in, how they cried, man. And they have to work, or else they whip them, they beat them with long whip. Now, these people, they call them drivers. So my mother at 6 years had to go in the field. Can you imagine that? These people didn't abolish slavery because of humanitarian reasons. It was economic reasons. There are all these millions of people in India and China and so on. Just fool them in a ship, bring them, enslave them. When my parents, they grew up, there was nothing like school, man. They have to go and work. When I was born at that time, they had abolished child labor because they were doing the same thing in their own country, in England and so during the Industrial Revolution. You have all these children working. You have some of them have to starve them until they're fine enough, thin, to push them down the chimney, call them chimney sweeps. Not that they want to, they just use them as like disposable commodity. Their lifespan was 11, 12 years. Abolish child labor, that was humanitarian. So even in the plantations and so, they couldn't drag me into the field. So they just babysit you there, man, until you reach a certain age, 12 or whatever, to conscript you into the plantation. One year I was 8 years old when I first started out to school. First year, A for apple, B for bat, C for... I could still see the chart. Second year, you know what I learned? Capital A, common A, capital B, common B. You got to pay attention or else they take out their demonic nature on you, man. They flog the kid for nothing. You're not paying attention. Attention on what? Capital A, common A, capital B, common B. By the time you go through the primary school, you could hardly read, man. How the hell I reach where I am today? That's what you call Guru's grace. My parents were my first Guru. How did they teach? Then sit down and talk about Yaman, Yaman, all of that. Be a good boy. Be a good boy. That means don't tell lies. Be honest, be sincere, be truthful. Don't steal, don't rob, don't fight with people. That's being a good boy. In my village, you misbehave, the whole village there is your auntie and uncle. They see you misbehave, they flog you, beat you up. You come home and cry to your parents, oh, auntie beat. Why? They beat you up too. So you got to be a good boy. And at the age of 11, I became a Boy Scout. I was attracted to that. And that was a reality for me, man. Trusting, loyal, helpful, brotherly, courteous, kind, obedient, smiling, thrifty, pure in body and mind. That was a reality for me. I didn't have to struggle to practice it. It became my nature like that. Today, man, you can't trust anybody. People's honor is not to be trusted. They're liars and cheats and robbers and whatever. Lusting after everything that you have. Want to steal it. So, Hatha Yoga, really, in my experience, people believe it or don't believe it, it doesn't matter to me. But I never heard the word yoga. Growing up in my village, my parents were religious people. They believe in God, they pray to God, do rituals and so on. But the word yoga was never there, man. Even when I came to work in the West here in the Bahamas, I never really saw somebody do yoga. As soon as I came to the Bahamas, my boss sent me to Great Harbor Key, which is a millionaire's paradise they were building there. So they need land surveyors. Even there, I never heard the word yoga. Until my wife, when she came back, she went to get our baby, came back. She said, Dad, I can help you. I see miracles happen. She presented a small book to me, Yoga and Health by Yasodhya and Hike. Just basic postures. The moment I opened that book and started to read, I knew it was the truth. Immediately I started to practice from that book, and in a few weeks I mastered all the postures there. My body spontaneously was going into Ashram. I thought I was inventing postures. I was transferred from that island to Eleuthera, another place. There was an Englishman, his name was Gordon Macmillan Hughes. He had an art gallery. My wife was an artist, we went and we visited. I saw this guy, blonde hair, blonde beard, wear an orange robe and blaring eyes. Then from him we get talking, and then he told me about Raja Yoga and about this book that he had, which was complete illustrated book of yoga by Swami Vishnu. Yeah. I borrowed the book from him, and I saw all the postures I thought I was inventing was in that book. In a short time, I mastered all those postures, and then I started to see imperfections in it, how to refine it and so on. So my life flowed along like that. The first time I saw somebody did yoga was 2 people. Anyhow, that's another story. How they reached my place. And so everything was like a miracle, man. My whole life is like a miracle. We say God opened the door. The truth is, God doesn't open door for you. The door is always open. It's you who have to raise yourself up, man. Then you start to see all these doors, and you got to have the courage to step through it. So you don't have to be stressed. What should I do for God open this door for me, that door, and so on? This nonsense is, people spread nonsense. Huh? All the doors are open. The doors to hell, the doors to heaven. It's always open. According to you, what practice and what state of mind, how you culturing yourself, cultivating by virtue of being exposed to wise people and so on. That is what you see these doors open for you. You're aligning your consciousness. You're aligning your vibration with that vibration. And that's all you're existing in. You want to change yourself, man? Change, uplift your awareness, uplift your consciousness. How? By following these rules and laws. It's all outlined for you, step by step. That's what we teach here. This integrated system for proper health and so on. Hatha Yoga. It's very helpful. You want to know your mind, study it, Raja Yoga. You just have to call it that. It's not that, okay, Hatha Yoga, only asana you're doing. You're working simultaneously with your mind, with the energy and all of that. You understand? But just for convenience, is here Raja Yoga. Study the mind, learn how to control it and so on. Whether you're sleeping, you're active. There's something you're doing, you're sleeping. So karma. The word karma means action. All the time you're involved in action. But is the action degrading you, pulling you down, or is it uplifting you? If you learn the science of how to work, how to be involved in this world in a way that elevates you, then you call it yoga, karma yoga. You understand? If a person is lazy, dull, lazy, they don't want to do anything. I mean, they're doing something making them lazy, immersing in laziness. If you can encourage that person to be active, useful, it becomes yoga. It's not something mystical so that you can understand it. Huh? Not wait to the point, oh, now I'm doing selfless service, it's become karma yoga. You can't even work to feed your own self when you're thinking about yoga. It becomes yoga if you become a useful person. Then as you continue to be a dynamic person, and you can produce so much, be so efficient and so on, then you could see the need for you to be generous, to be kind, to be charitable. Does it make sense? Of course. Bhakti yoga, yoga of love and devotion for God. We are all emotional beings. But how are we related to these emotions? Mostly the lower emotions of lust and greed, jealousy, envy, hatred, and so on, and lots of fear. That's the emotion in which we are wallowing in. How you convert that into yoga, bhakti yoga. Be loving, be kind, be sincere, be charitable. Be aware that you're now be involved with the higher emotions. Then you start to experience more and more joy and happiness, freedom. That is bhakti yoga. Now you say, oh, this is my God, oh, please help me, give me more money, give me a Mercedes or Tesla. And you see this guy, he's buying down a long time. Oh, he's very devotional. No, he has a longer shopping list for God. It's not yoga, man. Yeah? It's practicing more and more superstition, ignorant delusion, and so on. So bhakti yoga is practicing how to express your higher nature of love, compassion, mercy, generosity, patience, forgiveness, and so on. Gyan yoga, yoga of self-knowledge. Who am I? What am I? Where did I come from? There must be more to this life than eating, drinking, sleeping, procreating. Then you wake up into a whole new dimension of existence, man. Huh? Who am I? And that kind of inquiry comes when there's a turning point in your life. When you feel you have all of this, you have all the means, you have all the wealth, you have all the pleasure, I still feel empty. There must be more to this life than this. Animals do that, everybody do it. Huh? They are guided and propelled by their nature. You as a human being, you have this freedom. You have this amazing human body. It's the greatest invention or expression of invention. This human body, this human mind, and so on. You are endowed with all these blessings. Human body, you have a mind, intellect, power to discriminate, to know right and wrong, the power to follow what you know is right, and so on. Most important, you have self-awareness as a human being. So these technology that God bless you with, man, is to be used to accelerate your evolution, not to use to enslave you more and more. When you wake up to that, your life is not the same anymore. You want to know. And that restlessness can go on until you meet somebody, you say, this is my guru. Then you say you're thrice blessed. You're blessed as a human being. You're twice blessed when you wake up to want to know there must be more to this life than eating, drinking, sleeping, procreating. And you're thrice blessed when you meet a guide, a guru, to guide you to the pinnacle of evolution, which we call the transcendental level, or the fourth dimension, where you experience that you are divine. It's not something you're creating, it's already, you are divine. What we call yoga is to peel off all these veils that shroud who you really are. You're like a diamond in the rough. And you just polish it. And then its luster, its brilliance is expressed. So the more you practice discipline of body and mind, have good health. So this self who you are is expressing as good health. The more you correct the defects in the mind, the self is expressed as brilliance. Intelligence. And so Gyan Yoga. Who am I? What am I? Where did I come from? What's my goal and purpose here as a human being? What happens after death? These are questions that will plague you. You want to know. The Nada Yoga. I studied this science as my guru for 15 years. Lived with him for 7. He blessed me with amazing foundation. To date, I've created, or what flowed through me because of this foundation that my guru blessed me with. Over 56 CDs of mantras, kirtan, shlokas, bhajans, chants, ragas. My last project was 108 ragas. I create the book with all the characteristics of each raga, with the musical notation and all of that. In fact, I've recorded so much more that haven't been produced. You keep flowing, keep flowing. So integrating all of these intelligently, we call it Sampoorna Yoga. Everybody that are exposed to it have come every month. We have teachers training course, first 2 weeks of the month, where people come and they're exposed to this amazing system. And they experience how transformative it is. At the end of the course, they can't believe I've learned so much. I've transformed so much. When people come, I encourage them, just keep your mind focused. It's only 2 weeks. Don't allow the opportunity to slide. Don't get involved in nonsensical gossiping and this and that. Remind yourself, why am I here? I'm here to learn. From who? From Yogi Hari, or from the people who are teaching here. Whoever is teaching here, they're teaching, I am teaching through them. You understand? Every course, everybody express how grateful they are to be exposed to this. And not just theoretically. You're here, you involve yourself in the practice. So, want to share that with you. Even the chanting every week, we chant Jaya Ganesh, beautiful mantras put together. Today, I chant like a bhajan for Ganesha, bhajan for the Guru, bhajan for the Divine Mother Saraswati. And before you start your meditation, you should invoke these three aspects of the divine. It's one divine, not different gods. But you have obstacles, you say, okay, I'm invoking the blessing of Ganesha. You want knowledge, you want guidance, I invoke the blessings of Guru. Om Kum Guru Bhyo Namaha. You want knowledge, you want clarity of mind, purity of mind, invoke the blessings of Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, of arts, of learning, and so on. But you repeat those mantras in the beginning, then you practice silence. If you sit there and you say, I'm practicing silence, your mind is all over the place, man. Before you realize it, it went on a world tour. So to prevent that, you just have a mantra. If you don't have a mantra, you haven't been initiated. Just, give it one thought, one idea, one mantra. And don't keep jumping from one to the other. By doing just one mantra, you'll see it will reduce the agitation in the mind. Without even realizing, you're developing more focus, more attentiveness, more concentration, harnessing the potential of the mind. Proper health. You should exercise the body every day. People are, how many times a week I should exercise? Every day. How many times a week do you eat? Exercise, any kind of exercise. But if you involved in yoga. Years ago I created a set of you put on a video or a DVD, and as if I'm teaching you. I mean, you're in my presence, I'm teaching you, conducting this class. Each one is a complete class. With breathing exercise, warm-up exercise, yoga postures systematically, and final relaxation. Complete class. Different levels have beginners, intermediate to advanced, and so on. Or open class. Many people, they come, they say, Guruji, I've been practicing from your video for 1 year. That's why I want to know more and get a chance to come here. Like that. But there's lots of resources in the field of Nada Yoga, created so much. That there's no lacking of instruction, guidance. My last Hatha Yoga, my one project recent, Sampoorna Hatha Yoga. Sampoorna means complete Hatha Yoga. From the very beginning, it takes you step by step where you can reach enlightenment. And all system is the same thing. But if you integrate it, it helps you to accelerate this process, refinement, purification. Om. 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 For your good health, peace, continue progress on the spiritual path. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamrutat. Om Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhag Bhavit Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamasho Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai. All devotees ki Jai.